content, sounds like to me.
Yes.
All right, here we go then. Everybody's ready for the weekend. Actually, not. They're ready for this show. So let's do it. Here comes the sun. Back up, stick it in, and hope for the best. It begins in 3, 2, 1.
Then get on the horn and see if you can contact Flint. There's a crack in the Cobra curtain and we're going through.
This will guide us.
The Morning Stream. Can you dig it?
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Morning Stream. It's Wednesday, June 10th, 2020. I'm Scott Johnson. He's Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
You know, it's all right. I slept okay last night for the first time in about 4 days. So that was good.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I don't know why. I didn't do anything special. I just slept good. So I think part of it was things really cooled down. So we were in the 90s last week, and this week we've been like 50s and 60s. It's weird. The weather just like totally flipped back to being cold.
Yeah, we had 45 degrees yesterday when I got up. It's like, okay, not getting on the bike today. Sorry, I'm a tough guy, but
not that tough. Not that tough, no. Not 45 degrees tough.
No.
So we're talking Fahrenheit for our friends in foreign lands. But anyway, since it's been cooler at night, we didn't turn the heater back on. So I think it's just nice and cozy. Like the bed's warm, but it's cool in the room, and so it just helps me. I still sleep better in those conditions. If it's a little cold, I sleep better. Period. So I think that's what happened. I'm happy with it. I hope I can have another one of those tonight. That'd be cool. But enough of my problems. How were you sleeping?
Sleeping okay last night. So we had a listener, and we'll talk about it actually. We could talk about it right now because I see we have a letter about it in the...
We did. Yeah, in fact, I'll read it real quick.
Show.
This is from, let's see, is this Very Understated?
Very Understated, yes.
There it is. I like to think that that's from Barry, and he likes to, because it rhymes with very. Anyway, it's not.
Very.
He says, the Steve Gibson with the sleep aid formula that you guys got emailed about is the Steve Gibson that does security now on the Twit network. Here's a link to his full sleep aid formula. So I knew that name was familiar. I was thinking of the other, not
William
Steve,
Gibson.
William Gibson was the author, so I screwed that all up yesterday. But
You were thinking of Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, and I could easily see how you get those two confused.
He's one of the ones with the beard, right? Because Frank Beard didn't have the beard. Right?
Frank Beard was the one without the beard. Now he has a little tiny, he's got a scruffy goatee kind of thing going
Wait a
on.
minute, he's not allowed to have a beard. That's not fair.
I know, right? It does feel like if there's one person on Earth, it's the guy named Beard in ZZ Top who doesn't have a ridiculously huge beard.
But that's how I always kept those two apart, or those three. Now, the other two that have beards, I don't know the difference between them. They're the same person as far as
Billy
I know.
Gibbons and Dusty Hill. Yeah, no, I can't. I could not tell one from the other.
Well, they're good on them. I don't know what they're doing these days, but I hope they're all right. Okay, so anyway, we click through this, and this is like a whole page with a big disclaimer saying I'm not a doctor, but this is the formula that I do. He basically says this: take any one of these. One is niacinamide.
Niacinamide. Wait, let me pull it up here. Niacinamide.
Or there's masinamide, or niacinamide is another brand. So there's all three of these are kind of the same thing. So
you take one. You take one dose of niacinamide.
Yep. Oh, the other one isn't. I thought it was an M. It's an N in that second one.
It is niacinamide, yeah. And then a melatonin and some oleamide powder.
Okay.
So it's the combination of those three things that not just get you to sleep, but keep you asleep. Maintain is the thing I have a problem with. Falling asleep, initiating sleep, no problem.
Yeah.
But it's the maintaining sleep. And really, it's you and I think I have the same problem where we wake up and no matter what kind of to-do list we keep, no matter how complete it is, we still get in this thing where we think about what we have to do tomorrow or later that day.
I hate it. I can't shut that stuff off. It's just on all the time.
I can't either. Yeah. I hate it too.
Yeah. It's just part of my
somebody
brain.
once told me that what you do is you think of the lyrics to a song and breathe to the lyrics of that song, or like you do your breath in, breath out
Oh.
Not singing it, singing in your head, but timing your breath to go with it. And the song that somebody recommended and works really well for me is I've Just Seen a Face by the Beatles, and it just clears out
Oh, weird.
your thought process because you're focusing just on those lyrics and you're not thinking about what freelance you have to work on or what shows you have to do the next day or what else else you got to do.
Whatever it is.
And Jeannie's right. She says, well, you would have to remember the words to the song. And that is a little bit of a problem because I do think that I sing part of verse 1 in verse 2 and I shouldn't.
Oh, oops.
Because it's the one I've just seen a face. I can't forget the time or place that we just met. And I think I repeat part of that in verse number 2, and I've never learned the full.
Well, I
second verse.
always try the breath counting thing. Try to do 10 long ones. I always get to about 6, and then I got to start over. I'll get to 6, and then I'll forget that I'm breathing, and then I'll think of something else. Then I'll go, oh gosh, dang it, bring it back, and then I got to start over, and then I get to 5 or 6 again, and then I forget that I'm counting again. Like I'm really bad at it. My brain is just all over the place. Like maybe we should look forward to some addling one day where we're a little less brainy, where we're a little less popping off all the time, and we can just go, that was some good oatmeal they had today.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a be careful what you wish for kind of thing, right? It's like,
I don't want full on, I don't want.
I sure wish
dementia.
I was simpler.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying that, right?
No. I really don't want that. But anyway, he's got this. Steve Gibson's got this thing. Now, the one thing I'll say about Steve Gibson, he's a really smart guy when it comes to IT security. So that's one thing you can follow him for. He also writes web pages as if it's 1994. So that's fine.
Kind of.
It's fine. I'm not here to. Who am I to judge? I just you look at it and you go, whoa, when was this made? And then you find out it was 2017, and you're like, okay. But anyway,
a little bit dated looking.
He's old school.
So
he's old school. It's fine.
So I made a trip over to Sprouts, and I picked up a bottle of niacinamide, and I picked up a bottle of melatonin. But oleamide is a little bit tougher to get a hold of. The one that he links to on Amazon is not available anymore, but I did find another one that is the same dosage and amount. I mean, basically the same concentration of
same formula
oleamide.
Sure.
Yeah. So that'll be arriving sometime this week. And
all right, I'd be curious. I'd be curious how it goes. I mean, we should have our own disclaimer here. Brian and I are not fans of pseudoscience or supplements fix everything or any of that. But if this combo is if it works, then hey, sleep, everybody, sleep.
Yeah, I'll try things.
Yeah, Brian will try things.
I'll try things.
Yeah, let me try a thing. I also went to Sprouts, but for a different reason. We needed fruit, but we get fruit at Sprouts. They have good produce.
They do have good produce. A little more expensive, but it's good produce.
Yeah, and they're if you're shopping there now, it's usually you can get a screaming deal on something because the markets are all kind of screwed up as far as early COVID stuff, and then them trying to kind of reset supply chain and that sort of thing. There's some things they have too much of, and so they're selling them way cheaper. And they have, for example, if you're looking for any kind of nuts, now's the time because they don't have those barrels anymore that you go scoop your own nuts out of and put in a bag. They're done with that, so they got to move that.
Well, they have
some
the
other way.
barrels. Well, at least the one by us has the barrels, but they've bagged everything up into 1-pound bags, and that's what you're picking up.
Yeah, they have that, but we found they had like I guess it was macadamia nuts, which are usually very expensive. Were like dirt cheap, cheaper than peanuts. It was great. So
those are very they're tasty, but I think they're super fatty nuts.
They are very fatty nuts. You don't want to eat too many. You want to eat like a few, and then more than that, you're asking for fat.
There's really I don't know if there is a good nut for weight loss because they are, oily fatty nuts.
Right.
There's no way any of that will end up in a mashup. No way. It's like there's no way he can use that stuff.
Look, Fatty Nuts was my favorite trumpet player in the old jazz time in the 30s. Old Fatty Nuts just really could belt it
Fatty
out.
Nuts.
Yeah, old Fatty Nuts.
Oh, the way he played, man.
Ooh, I do like almonds though. Quit talking about food in the chat.
Almonds are actually, that's good. Almonds are about the best nut for weightless. I feel like I'm
They're the best
Christopher
nut.
Guest in Best in Show.
Yeah.
Well, you got your almonds, your macadamia nuts, your pistachio nuts, your red pistachio nuts. Mama would hear me naming nuts. She'd yell in there, "Hey, Pepper, quit naming nuts."
I need to watch that movie again. I love it so much. It's so good.
So-
For those wondering about Steve Gibson's affiliation with Twit, here's a reminder.
Brian Ibbotson.
Brian Ibbotson. That's the thing. And then here's a weird Leo sound. All right, and then hold on.
That was Leo?
I think that was Leonardo DiCaprio. And then
Oh, okay.
I saw Leo, so I played it. Here's another one called Leo the Fart.
Leo the Fart is gonna pass gas.
Oh, it's an Arnold thing. And then finally, here we go.
Scott Johnson's got quite the
Yeah, he does.
unit.
Yeah, I got quite the unit. All right. If you haven't heard those in a while, that's always a fun thing to do.
I haven't heard those in a while.
I got a quick shout out to Mike Savaria and Christina Montero. I got forever ago a box of food and some rad photos they took.
Oh yeah,
And you got it too, I think.
I got it too. Yeah.
Did you get the
just
photos?
now-
Did you get the photos as well? Did that come
I
with yours?
did. We talked about this on the show and even ate some of the food.
We did. And so the reason
Okay.
I'm bringing this up is because I never saw the photos. I didn't know those were in there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they're
Mike Savaria, really good photographer, and some of those close-up nature shots are amazing.
Yeah, they're killer. They're the kind of stuff I want to like put in a little frame and hang somewhere. So I just wanted to give them a proper shout out now that I just was lazy with the box. And I was going through some old boxes, throwing stuff away, and I'm like, wait a minute, what are these? Oh shoot, they sent some other stuff, and here's a longer letter they left, and I didn't read this, and oh my gosh,
yeah.
I felt guilty. So just a special shout out to Mike and Christina. That was super nice of you guys in the first place, and in the second place, I finally saw your photos, and they were rad.
I do feel guilty that I have not eaten the Humi. Was it egg foo young? No, what is it? It's I still have the,
what do you kung, not kung pao, kung
no. It's
kung,
noodles. It's what are those noodles? Chow mein.
chow mein. Gosh dang it.
Humi chow mein. Yes.
Yeah.
Humi chow mein. And that's the name. It's the name of the product.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
Humi
not
chow mein. Exactly. You're not making that up.
Humi chow mein.
Yeah. So anyway.
And I feel bad that we haven't tried it yet. Have you had yours yet?
No, it's upstairs, and I was talking to Kim about it. I go, look, we probably ought to make this. I did the Johnny cakes. I did the
The Johnny cakes are great.
seeds. The seeds are really good.
We eat the seeds. Yeah.
Yeah.
The chow mein is the only thing we haven't eaten yet, and
Just don't do chow mein a lot, right? Like it's not a thing that you think of, so it just kind of sits
no,
there.
I get it. I get it when I go to Panda Express
Mm-hmm.
and they say, "Do you want fried rice or chow mein?" I say half and half, and
Yeah.
then move on to the shrimp or the scallops or the
the protein. Yeah.
peppered beef or whatever. Yeah,
Ooh,
exactly.
the peppered beef sounds good, doesn't it?
Right? You know the one I'm talking about too, with like the
that
green
sounds-
peppers and onions sautéed in there.
That
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
fantastic right now. And I don't even like Chinese food that much, but that
Mm-hmm.
sounds great. All right. Also, I wanted to share something with the chat room.
Yes.
And you, of course. That's just a
Yeah.
given. All right. So some time ago, Sam Blummer sent me a file.
Isn't it Bloomer?
Is it Bloomer? I don't know. Blumer. How would you say it?
I would say Bloomer, but it could be Blummer. What a blummer, man!
Blummer. What a blummer. I mean,
Blummer.
2 M's is
I think Bloomer.
it Bloomer? Wouldn't you have
Yeah,
two?
because if you took the R off, you would say Sam Bloom, right?
Oh, good point. I wouldn't say Blum,
Yeah.
would I?
No.
Okay.
You would take nor leave Blums. You would
All right. So we're going to say Blummer. No, Bloomer. Sorry.
Bloomer's what we're gonna
Yeah,
say.
yeah, we're gonna say that. He sent me this remix. He said, so I got this request from him. He says, hey, you know that I don't like bees, guy? I said, yeah. Can you send me that sound clip? I have an idea. And I said, okay, cool. Apparently, he has got some kind of cool, rad, like, what's the? I can't think
DJ
of
setup, mixing board, sequencer.
like a little thing he made out of a what are those called that we buy now? They're tiny. You can make like a retro arcade with them. A little freaking
Raspberry Pi.
Raspberry Pi. Gosh dang it, or an Arduino or something like that.
All right, sure.
And made a little sequencer thingy to use that file and to make kind of a remix. Then he sent me the final file, and I want to play part of it now because it's rad. Okay, so
Cool. Yeah.
you've all heard the I don't like bees. In fact, I'll play that again just for context. I don't like bees. Here we go.
I don't like bees.
All right, so that's the original.
Yeah.
Now prepare yourself for this. This is amazing.
I don't like bees. I don't like bees. I don't like bees. I don't like bees.
And it just goes on like this for a long time and has lots of change-ups and stuff. But he sent me video. It's just this like little handheld like electronics project he made.
Huh.
And then plays this through it somehow. Is that cool?
It's awesome. Yeah.
I love it. It's very good. Anyway, thanks for that. Just wanted to give Sam a shout out because that's so cool. And
I think I want to hear the whole thing at some point.
It's very good.
Maybe not necessarily on the show, but you'll have to hook me up. Hook a brother up.
I'll stick it in your folder there. Stick it right in there.
Cool.
That's what I'll do.
Stick it in my folder.
Anyway, huge thanks for that. Let's get our pal Brian Dunaway on the phone and play a game with the chat room. Let's see. I guess should have had this up already. There we go. All right, calling Brian. Oh no, what happened? That didn't work. Dunaway. Here we go. It does this thing where it needs to create a third group, and I don't know why it does that now. It's weird. Weird update, but hey, look, we are who we are. We do what we do. We make it happen. Here's this. All right, it's time for Battle Royale, and Brian Dunaway is still ringing. I don't know where he is. He should answer soon.
What ringy dingy?
Yeah, he's still ringing. Let me see here. We're going to pause. Dunaway, is that you?
Oh no, it's somebody else.
Oh,
no.
This is me, Scott.
Could you put Brian Dunaway on the phone, please?
yeah, could you put
Mr. Dunaway. Mr. Dunaway.
Oh hi.
Hi. How the heck are you? What are you
Hi,
doing?
Scott and Brian.
Yeah?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, that's so good to hear that. I was hoping you were doing good, and it turns out you are. That's fantastic news.
Yarr,
Are you?
I am.
Are you here and excited and ready to play Battle Royale and have some trivia with us?
Of course I'm ready. Is the highlight of my week, or so you tell yourself. It absolutely is.
You know what I like already is he's in one of those Dunaway moods. It's my favorite mood.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
I love it.
How many
Nice.
cups of coffee are you on?
Yeah.
Aw, man. You don't count.
Don't
How
you?
many cups of coffee you are?
Yeah.
Well,
You used to
I
do.
count. I'm on 1.5. Like I've got about
That's
half
more
a
of
cup
a
left.
that's more of a booze kind of thing, right?
Is it?
I've drank 8.
Okay. All right.
I used to. You used to do a lot of like monsters and stuff. You don't do those anymore, right? You're done with those.
No, I can't do those.
Yeah.
I can't do those.
Too sugary.
You used to be
bad
Too much. Yeah, too much.
too much,
Too
of the
much.
caffeine, too much of the shug. It's just too much is the answer. All right, we're going to find out who's on the line with us here to play today. Thanks for your patience. Who's this?
Oh, this is Michael.
Oh, hello. Hello,
After
Michael.
building sometimes in the chat room.
Very nice. Where did you come from?
I am from Grand Junction, Colorado.
Grand Junction. Yeah.
Wine country.
Yeah. Is it? You guys
It
have-
is.
kind
Yes.
Okay. That's
More.
cool.
Mile southwest.
Okay.
But,
I didn't know you all had. I didn't know you could grow wine in a dry climate like Colorado. Why did
It's a very specific like Grand Junction you can, because there's a cliff face on one side and warm air kind of circulates in that area. It's I
Huh.
mean, I don't know if I've ever had
yeah, it's weird stuff to do with the valley.
Oh, okay.
yeah, but I don't think I've had the wine there, but have you? Is it any good? Is it something I should check out?
Yeah, we have really good one here.
All right.
Cool.
Next time you're out there, Brian, just pound down a whole freaking bottle of Pinot Gunnar or whatever the hell they're called. It was
Wow, that was almost the name of a wine.
I know a lot of wine names. There's like that. There's what else you got? You got your Chardonnay.
Pinot Grigio, Pinot Noir. Is that?
I don't know anything about wine. Nothing. Literally
Oh, but
nothing.
don't you know a lot about wine?
My wife cooks with it, and we make good food with it, and that's all I know about wine. I really don't know much else. I
Hey,
know-
Ibbot, don't forget to count how many you drank.
I
Oh,
will.
yeah.
I always do,
yeah, count them.
because I have to tell my sponsor.
You got to talk to your wine
I
sponsor.
have to tell my sponsor on Monday.
So Dunaway, we're gonna have some fun here. I'm very excited about it, but we can't do any of this stuff for you or me or Michael or anyone until Brian Ibbett has his say about what we're doing and what our topic is. Brian,
That's right, Scott. I'm going to be giving Scott and Brian a topic, and they're going to go back and forth giving me answers that fit that topic. If one of them gives a wrong answer, a repeated answer, or they take too long to come up with an answer, the win will go to the other player. Michael from Grand Junction, your job is to predict who's going to come out on top. Based on the topic today, you are playing for a couple codes from Steam, courtesy of Mush Potatoes, who I believe is in the chat room today. Codes for Magica and VVVVVVV.
Oh yes, the
Which is really just a bunch of down arrows.
yeah, it's a bunch of V's and it's great. Both those games are very good games.
Platformer.
Yeah.
Now,
I like 'em a
you
lot.
have the option. If you win, you have the option of trading either one of those codes for Logan in 4K on Voodoo, or you could trade both codes. It's Monty Hall right here. Or you could trade both codes and get the entire Mission Impossible series on digital.
What?
So those are your choices. I know.
The whole thing, even that.
The whole thing, even
Oh,
Ghost Protocol and
The third one's the best one, but even 2, which isn't that great, and 1, which doesn't hold up, even those, I get those.
hey, one holds up because it's got the Emilio Estevez in it for one hot minute.
That's true. He dies real early in
Smushed
that.
by an elevator or something.
Yeah.
Oh, it was worse than that. He got spiked by an elevator.
Did he?
That's
It was
what
awesome.
it was. Yeah.
Spiked. Wait a minute. What does that mean? Down, not up?
Oh, those blades went shunk, and his
That's
eye
right.
went clink.
Oh. Wow. You
And then
visceral
and then,
memory
and
of
then
that.
he was all like, "Here's some gum, hasta lasagna. Don't get none on you." And it was the whole thing. It was just it's amazing.
Hasta lasagna, don't get none on you. That's great.
Yeah.
Never heard that before. It's very good. I'm going to use that.
Did you not watch the movie?
Yeah, I did. I just don't remember any of that. Oh, we
Remember
watched it together. We watched it for Film Sack.
did.
That's right.
You did.
Yeah.
I have like very little memory of what happened in 1. I don't remember 1 being great. I remember it being a nice entry
I remember
point.
it being
You're like,
memorable.
yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing is lame because they take something that's established and well known in the TV series, which is Michael Phelps being kind of a Boy Scout, kind of being the good guy,
Yeah.
and say, "Nah, we're gonna make him a bad guy all of a sudden. We're for no reason, just so we can have a twist in here."
They did that in 3 as well. Michael Phelps. Is that right? You said Michael Phelps?
Michael Phelps?
That's not the
Not
right
Michael
name.
Phelps. That's the swimmer. What's
Yeah.
the guy?
That just hit me like,
Jim
wait,
Phelps?
Michael
Jim?
Phelps.
What's the guy? What's the guy's name? Jim Phelps, not Michael Phelps.
Okay, yeah. Michael Phelps is a swimmer guy.
Michael Phelps,
Yeah.
7-time gold medal
Right.
winning swimmer.
Yeah, and star of
6,000 calorie a day dietitian.
There you go. Nailed it. All right. Well, knowing all of that, what's our topic today?
Thank goodness it's not up to me to answer these questions, but Steve and Lynn from Las Vegas, we know them and love them.
they're great.
They sent in this one. On the original Super Friends TV show, 24 characters, 24 heroes, made their appearance as a member of the Super Friends, which surprised me that there were only 24.
Sorry, I had the music right there.
There you go. Some of them appeared in many, many episodes. Some of them only appeared in one episode. I want to know how many of the 24 Super Friends members. Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
How many of
I like,
the
I like
24
how you was phrasing the question. I thought you were going to ask how many do you think you know, and I was like,
Oh.
this is easy. That's only one question, and I can.
Yeah, no,
easily win this one.
that's sadly not the question I'm asking.
No,
I want you to name them,
Yeah,
Brian.
we gotta name
that's
them.
the deal.
Okay.
24 Super Friends members, so not the villains, right?
No
Right.
villains.
So
Is that
y'all
clear?
go ahead and sit down because Scott's a freak about the Super Friends, and I'm a freak about 70s cartoons. So
Mhm.
unless we
I know.
just go out the gate and do something stupid.
Mhm.
I feel like you guys have a good
So-
chance of naming all of these, although there are a few in here that's like, oh, really? Okay, cool.
All right. I'm very excited about
there you
this.
go. So they both feel very confident about this, Michael. Your job is not easy, but you do need to pick who you think is going to win, and you need to pick someone to start. Go.
I think I'll go Brian to win and Scott to start.
All right. I like this. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to start
Even
then.
I'm curious to see where this is going to end up.
Well, there's a whole bunch of low-hanging fruit, so we're going to do them. I'm
Yeah,
going to get
let's do
right
this
to
first.
it and just get Superman the F out of there. Let's be done with him.
Superman.
Superman.
Oh, we're not
sure,
counting
yeah.
villains, right? No villains.
I think I said
Not
that like
unless they
11
were,
times.
not unless they were super friends
Hold
for a
on.
minute.
Did you say that? I got to put up the red light.
I said yes. I said no villains.
Okay.
All these are just the super friends.
All right,
and,
there it is. On-air light right in front of the chat. There you
Villains
That's
aren't super friends.
No, they're not. And Superman, absolutely low-hanging fruit. Take it. Danny Dark did the voice
go. Oh,
and,
Danny Dark, yeah.
and appeared in Super Friends from the entire run of 1973
Wonder
to 1985.
Woman.
Oh, you're already
Oh,
saying one
Wonder-
Wonder Woman. Okay.
Get your Wonder Woman out, right? She appeared in every incarnation as well. Originally voiced by Shannon Farnan, and later by Connie Caulfield,
Oh, people I don't know. That's fantastic.
and then B.J. Ward.
Okay. All right. then.
Really?
So, yeah.
B.J. Ward, really? Is that like later?
Does that name mean something?
No, it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that's actually, that does actually mean something.
the
Oh,
B-
who's
Trying to
B.J.
think
Ward?
of,
Do you know?
hold on a second. I know the name, and it's like, I can't think of it right now.
Yeah,
But
Wikipedia's
it's
loading
familiar.
slow for me too.
the
No, that name is definitely a familiar character actor.
She is the she's an American actress, voice actress, and singer. She's the creator and star of Stand Up Opera, a musical one-woman show, and is a
that's not it.
licensed aviator.
Oh wow.
So she
Maybe I
could
just-
even
maybe I've
fly
just
an
con-
invisible jet.
Yeah.
Then incorrect. Then it's not who I thought it was. All right.
It's also Bill Clinton's favorite wing of the hospital he helped fund. It's called the BJ Ward. Anyway, moving on. All
Does it
right.
have to be politics?
Yes. Let me get you some 1990s ass politics in here. All right, let's do Aquaman. Let's get him in there.
Aquaman.
He was
Yes,
great.
it's hard for me not to say this in Ted Knight's voice. Aquaman. Yes. Who did his voice? Some poor chump.
Some guy.
Bill
Some poor
Calloway.
schlub.
Norman Alden, and then Bill Calloway replaced him in the third season.
Gotcha. Don't know who that is. He did a lot of other
No.
voices on there too, though. I remember. In fact, that was kind of true of all of it, right? Weren't there like 8 people, but it was hundreds of characters? Like there was never. That's how they used to do cartoons back in the day. They didn't like.
Right, like 2 people doing like 11 of the different voices and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
He-Man's like that. So's G.I. Joe. They all do that. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
all right, Brian.
Okay. How about Robin?
Robin, sure. Casey Kasem did that voice, as we
That's
all
right.
know.
Yeah.
Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.
Okay. Now I'm thrown a little because I don't know if we've gotten the other Gotham resident. Because normally you'd say him first, but I don't think you said him, so I'll say Batman.
Right.
Batman.
So, or did I? Or did I?
You didn't.
Or did I?
think,
Are you sure?
I don't
Is that
think
the
you
answer?
did. I don't think you did. Batman.
Or did,
I win.
Or
I'm
did,
just kidding.
or did Scott say it?
I don't think I said it.
I
Batman.
think Scott said it already twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. No, nobody's said Batman yet, so we're going to say Batman. 1973 and 1986 in Super Friends. Olin Sewell provided the voice of Batman in all but the last 2 series, where he was replaced by Adam West.
Oh, no way. For real?
Yeah,
I
so
didn't
Adam
know
West
that.
did the voice of
I know that.
Batman in the last 2 series, Super Friends, the legendary Superpowers show, and the Superpowers team Galactic Guardians.
That's awesome. When this is all done, I want to go see if is all of this up on.
Wikipedia?
No,
Yeah.
no, on.
Disney Plus or not
no.
Disney Plus? HBO Max.
HBO Max. I wonder
Oh.
because I could
I don't
I
know.
could binge me some Super Friends right now.
No kidding. I want
Yeah.
to see some of these later ones.
Apache
yeah.
Chief.
Yeah, Apache
Oh,
Chief. Is
all right,
great. Is that
Apache
your
Chief.
answer? Well done.
Brian is tired of this waiting. Brian wants to continue game.
There is no honor.
Apache Chief, yes, very good. Some interesting notes about him. He appeared in 16 episodes,
And
But
he was
only-
a giant in all of them.
but he only had spoken lines in 9 of them.
Right. He was mostly standing around the background looking.
Kind
Just
of,
waiting,
yeah,
just
exactly.
waiting for his moment to shine, where he can yell out Apache Chief and then grow really big.
That's
All
right.
right.
And he says, "In Yukchuk."
Yeah, Nukchuk.
And,
Yeah, a Nukchuk, and you get all her. He go, oh Nukchuk, and
Yeah,
everybody
we go. "Oh."
Yeah, and we all
What was
went,
that noise?
ooh, look, it's not at all racist or weird to have an Indian on there. Okay, I'm gonna say Marvin.
Marvin.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's a good one.
No, he's not.
All right.
He's a terrible one, but yes, it's a good
No,
answer.
he's a great character. His little cape that he had.
He
it
sucked.
was
Yeah.
awesome.
Marvin, Wendy. Oh shit. Okay, Marvin, the other girl.
I get to say Wendy next.
Uh,
Wendy.
all right.
Do you know his last name?
No, the Martian.
Is it
Just
Marvin,
kidding.
required?
Marvin White.
Ma-
Yes, in
really?
the cartoon, the reason for Marvin hanging around with the Super Friends was never really explained.
It's
I
because they
think his
thought
name says it all. Marvin White could be
Car-
as bland. as-
these cartoons just felt like they had to make sure to include
Yes.
comedy relief or an animal or a weird kid thing because
Yeah,
they
the
thought we
kids-
were too stupid.
basically, the kids were the connection to the kids in
Children
the
watching.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So dumb.
Okay.
Anyway,
Right.
All right.
So I said Wendy. You
You
said
did Wendy. There we
said
go.
Marvin.
Okay, Wendy. Good. Let's
Right.
get Wendy's last name was Harris,
No, I didn't know.
so
that.
they are not relations.
That's
Wendy
that's
Harris-
odd because I've never really thought about it. I've always thought they were brother and sister. They're not relations.
well, that's
So
where
they're
this
like-
came from. By the way, listen.
Something wrong, Batman? Has anybody seen Wendy?
That's what that's what
So
Batman's talking
were
about.
Were they interns then? No, I'm serious. What were
they-
they?
Yeah, they
right.
were interns.
Possibly.
You know what? That's a better scenario. That's a better premise. Why didn't they do that? These are interns at the Super Friends freaking Hall of Justice.
I mean, I think you'd need to have superpowers to be an intern.
They don't have anything. Marvin and Wendy don't do anything.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, what's the point? They actually got revamped and used in the Teen Titans comic book as support characters. Marvin was killed, and Wendy, who in this version was revealed to be the daughter of the Calculator, the villain, the Calculator, was left with spinal cord injuries, denying her the use of her legs.
What the crap, dude?
But there's I love that.
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's horrible and great.
it is horrible, and it's like, yeah, let's kill off Marvin, the beloved Super Friends character Marvin.
Well, beloved, I don't know. All right. Anyway, so Dunaway, you said Wendy. Is that were you the last one?
Well, I'm not telling you that. I said something.
All right. Well, then let's get the. I forgot the name of the damn thing. Oh, Wonder Dog is the name of the dog. Wonder Dog.
Wonder Dog. All right, let's
Yeah.
get him out of the
Yeah.
way as well. Sure. Wonder Dog.
He was the only one with superpowers, right? Or what was he?
No, he was just a dog. I think he had a little bit of Scooby
But
in
aren't
him.
all dogs? Or don't all dogs have like a superpower?
He
like
had
sniffing?
a little bit of Scooby Doo,
that.
like could kind of vocalize things. Yeah, stuff like
I was
that.
gonna say, yeah, that kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe stand on his back legs and I don't know.
Let's see. He also appeared in the.
Oh God! Please, somebody didn't kill him. You can't deal
I
with
know,
that
I'm taking a
today.
look- taking a look here. Let's see. When Wendy recovered from her coma,
That's hilarious.
That
I'm
is
sorry.
so
Yes.
funny.
That is
It is hilarious.
terrible.
I am not seeing what happened to
They ate him.
What
Wonder
happened
Dog.
to Wonder Dog?
Somebody
all this.
somebody ate him.
Yeah.
God, I need a serious "Where Are They Now" episode of Super Friends.
Right. That'd be great.
Yeah, would be.
All right.
That's kind of what that is, actually. What Brian
Kind
said.
of is. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I said Wonder Dog. It's your turn.
Yes.
Wonder Dog. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah,
Your turn. Yeah.
yeah.
That's why Scott just said it's your turn.
Oh, what does Scott know? He's an idiot.
Yeah.
Still your turn, Brian.
Shut up. I'm thinking. Trying to remember what we said. Shh. Shut up.
It's getting tricky. Getting tricky.
It is.
I'm going with Gleek.
I'm so glad. Yes.
Blue
Gleek,
Monkey.
Blue Space Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Often used as comic relief for the series as he gets into mischief.
Yeah, they replaced Wendy and Marvin, right? Basically, they were the new version of that. Yeah.
He had a stretchable prehensile tail.
Yeah.
And he's also highly intelligent as he clearly understands spoken English.
Yeah. All he could say was gleek, 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 or whatever he said.
Really? So he's
Yeah.
basically like a Pokemon?
Yeah, he's like a Pokemon. He just repeats
Just
his own
says his
damn name.
Yeah.
May as well be a
What-
Pokemon,
what,
actually.
what did you expect him to speak?
Yeah, I mean, a little, kinda. It's a
I
cartoon.
see, it's all Gleek to me.
Yeah, it's all gleek to me. That's actually pretty good. All right, let's go with. I don't know why we haven't done him yet, but the Flash was in there. The Flash.
Sure, he totally was. Yes.
Yeah.
That's great.
He's cool.
He is cool. And
No, he's not. And I don't remember many episodes. I can't remember how many episodes was he in because I don't remember Flash being in.
Oh, he was all
he
up
appeared
in the
on and off throughout its run from
So-
1973 to 1985.
He's more prominent in more modern incarnations of this Justice League and stuff, but back
In
then,
Challenge of the Super Friends, he appears in every episode and has spoken lines in 12 of the 16 episodes.
And are
But
those
we're only
are-
talking about the original series.
Or do
right?
those
And
count?
we-
Well,
Yeah,
we're talking about all the incarnations. So basically, Super Friends had
Oh.
multiple runs from 1973 to 1985.
Yeah, and as long as it's got friends in the super, if it's Super Friends and then some variation on that, we're okay. We're good.
Right, right. Jack Angel, by the way, was the voice of Flash, and he also voiced in Transformers and G.I. Joe.
Very nice. All right. Well, I went last. Now your turn.
In that case, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with.
Solomon Grundy. Just kidding.
Solomon Grundy. I'm gonna go with Zan.
Oh, Zan.
Zan.
Yeah.
All right, good.
I forgot their names, so I'm glad you brought that up. I only know them as their collective title. So
Right. Yes.
You didn't notice their big giant letters on their shirts ever?
They're poorly drawn.
yeah.
The letters on their shirts. It's like, is that what font is that? Could
Yeah.
you maybe just use Helvetica?
Plus, they're the worst. Form of a
They're
bucket
not
of
the
form of a
Form of a
bucket of
bucket.
piss. No, they
Actually, only one of them's the worst.
suck. Okay, the one that can only be liquid is he sucks.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is to say, Zan, he sucks. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that would suck. She's like, form of a giant rad eagle. Caw! And then he'd go, form of a bucket of sweat. Let's go.
A bucket of flop sweat.
Yep. All right.
It's your turn, Scott. It's your turn.
I'm going.
Hey, Scott, it's your turn.
The Green Lantern. The Green Lantern.
The Green
The Green Lantern.
Yeah.
As opposed to any other
I
colors.
do remember Green Lantern being on there, but that was
He totally was. Yeah, it was the Hal Jordan version.
Yep.
I
Right.
believe.
Oh, yeah. Had to be Hal
Yeah.
Jordan, right? Yeah.
It was Hal Jordan. Yep. Michael Rye did the voice of Hal Jordan.
Jana.
The Green Lantern. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. Or isn't it Jaina? I thought it was Jaina.
Jana. I always say Jana, but Jana, whatever.
Okay.
It's starts with a J. That's all I'm really sure of.
Jaina
Zan?
versus Zan.
Jaina?
That sounds like Hearthstone. You're doing a Hearthstone intro.
Liberty Williams did the voice of Jaina. They're from the planet Exor.
Yeah.
And they were actually interns. They were being informally trained by the superheroes.
Oh, so they were interns. Okay.
They were interns. Yeah, the Wonder
Okay.
Twins were basically super interns.
I'm getting in weird territory now.
Yes, you are.
Now it just felt like every DC hero would have been in Super Friends, right?
Well, I know Hawkman was for a while.
Oh, there you go.
Hawkman.
Hawkman absolutely was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hawkman.
All right. This comes from a guy who never read any Hawkman comics. Is the hawk thing on his face a mask, or does he
Mask.
really have?
It's a
Okay.
mask. It's a mask.
But he
So-
really has wings.
Yes, the wings are
If you
real.
take the mask
Well,
off,
depends
he's
on
got-
depends on what you read. I think there are differences, but there's this series, this graphic novel series in the late '80s called Hawk World, which was kind of origin story for Hawkman. Fan freaking tastic. At least I remember it being fantastic. Really, really good read. So if that ever shows up somewhere on an app or whatever, you should read that. Hawk World. Very
I
good.
remember him ever showing up with that hot girl, though.
No, there was plenty of like Hawk World. The thing I'm talking about, Hawk Girl was nowhere to be seen in that.
I'm talking about Super Friends.
Oh,
Hawk Girl's my answer.
oh, that's your answer.
Oh, that's your answer. Well, that's a good answer. Hawk Girl absolutely appeared in Super Friends as well. So
See, I
Because they
wasn't
always
sure
showed
about
them
that. I thought
here
she was in the
in the
newer like Super or the Justice League stuff and not the old stuff. So I'm glad you did it, not me. I was scared.
yes, so Hawkman appeared as Super Friend in the all-new Super Friends Hour Challenge of the Super Friends, the legendary superpower show, and the Superpowers Team Galactic Guardians. He appears in almost every episode of Challenge of the Super Friends, but has spoken lines in only 13 out of the 16 episodes.
His better and looks stoic, like a big giant hawk.
Right, and Hawk Girl appeared in all of his episodes as her husband, with her husband Hawkman,
Okay.
voiced by Shayera Hole.
Hawkman. Hawkman.
That's right.
As an aside, that's not going to work. I don't want to screw this up.
Okay.
Why?
Although it's not
Then our
that bad if he
contestant would win.
and then our contestant would win. I know, but we can't throw these things. We have to.
Oh, our contestant.
Absolutely
Michael's
not.
already asleep. He's, this is.
Yeah, he's checked out.
You're not going to throw it, but I mean, it wouldn't be a tragedy if you lost.
It wouldn't be. No, you're right.
But I would be,
Okay, well, I'm just gonna say it because I remember it and it was super dumb. Black Lightning. Black Lightning.
Black Lightning.
Black Lightning.
Is that a guy? It's a
And
dude.
Brian wins.
Damn it!
Black Lightning is.
Who am I
Black
thinking
Lightning
of?
is that you're thinking of Adam maybe, or Black Lightning is.
No. There's
No,
somebody
that was
called
Marvel,
Black,
right?
Black Bolt, Black Lightning, Black
Vulcan.
Black
is
Vulcan!
Black
Super
Vulcan.
Friend. Yes, Black Vulcan was in Super Friends.
Shit.
Black Lightning is DC, but never appeared in.
Like how I.
Damn
Like
it.
how I undermine Scott's. I undermine Scott's will
Yeah.
by telling him it would be okay if he lost.
Yeah, you did.
Because I was almost out. I can only think of maybe 2 more. I didn't want to show my hand, but during the Super Friend run, I remember that there was a Plastic Man cartoon, and I find it hard to believe that he wouldn't be on there. Was he on there?
He did crossover. Plastic Man did appear in Super Friends as well.
Okay,
Right,
Black Lightning
and-
exists. It's just that he's not in the
He's
Super
not
Friends.
Friend, correct.
Okay.
Right.
He absolutely exists because there's a CW show based on him too.
I feel like an idiot, dude. Hey, Scott, who was the one black dude they had in the Super Friends? And I couldn't get it right. Stupid. Stupid.
And then, did you have a second one, Brian? You wanted?
See, for some reason, I keep thinking, and I know it is incorrect, but I feel like there was an episode where Dino Mutt was on there, but I think I'm getting that confused. That was Hanna-Barbera.
It's probably a crossover, though.
Other things.
There might have been a
Yeah,
crossover.
there might have been a crossover, but it's not listed as
Because there were so many Batman and Robin things that were crossovers in comic books, and I think I'm getting some of that.
Do you
Mix it
have
up.
is there listed in there the Android version of Wonder Dog? Because that was a story thing for a while. There was an Android
no,
Wonder Dog.
Wonder Dog is listed just as Wonder Dog. So
Okay.
our incarnations of Wonder Dog
They count all as the same thing. I
are all combined as one.
Yeah.
Here's everybody else you could have said: the Atom, Cyborg, El Dorado.
Cyborg, really?
Cyborg, yeah.
That
I
must have
didn't
been
think- I
later
didn't-
stuff.
It was later stuff because I was thinking, well, Cyborg, El Dorado, Firestorm,
Firestorm.
Green Arrow. Green Arrow appeared in one episode, and
I was
Plastic
thinking about
Man
Green
appeared in one episode.
Right, a Green Arrow with the freaking gold mustache and little goatee and everything.
Right, exactly.
Dang it.
Green Man
Rima.
was only in one episode?
Green Arrow was on. Plastic Man was only in one episode. Green Arrow were only in one episode. They were both voiced by Norman Alden.
Okay.
Interesting.
Rima, Samurai, and Superboy are the other three that.
Oh.
Superboy.
We actually
Yes.
got pretty much all the big ones then.
You did. You
Yeah.
definitely got all the big ones. Like Green Arrow and Green Arrow is probably the biggest of the ones you didn't mention of the older generation.
Yeah.
I'll be
Super
honest.
Friend.
I knew Scott had said green something, and I couldn't remember, and so I was kind of skirting around
You
those.
couldn't remember if it was Lantern or Arrow. You were there
Right,
was some
yeah, I
Green
couldn't
confusion.
Goblin is what he said.
Yeah, the Goblin from a whole other comics universe. Well done. Well, you know what that
Well,
means?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That means that you win, Michael. How do you feel about your big win?
This is like the greatest day of my life.
Wow, that is a low bar. That's fantastic. Who was that? That was cool. I like that. All right, so here's the deal. If you want to get your stuff, and it's real easy to get it, you got to email Brian Ibbett. You do that at coverville@gmail.com. He will give you your prize. You'll walk away a winner.
That's right.
Thank
You'll get
you for
your.
playing.
You can tell me which thing you choose, like with all those choices I've given you.
Yeah, so many choices you can get.
I choose any Plastic Man figurines you have laying around.
Oh,
Oh,
are you a fan?
I loved Plastic Man. I totally.
do.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I
the-
love him. I feel like why do we love him? He's a terrible.
Because he's silly.
Yeah.
Okay. He was pretty comedic, right? Wasn't that the kind of the thing with him? As he was.
He was, and we discounted his powers. I mean, to really be Plastic Man is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but it's so
Aquaman-
Mr. Fantastic is already that on the other side, and he was kind of serious, right? He was a seriously played
Right.
version of Stretchy Guy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
see, he didn't know his own powers.
But clearly, I clearly
But
didn't.
I
know
can't
his
blame
own
him. He
powers.
was, yeah.
He was what? He was sexy. Is that what you're gonna say? I know what you're
Yeah,
gonna say.
he was sexy. He had that gray little Reed Richards' sexy hair.
Yeah.
Plus, he had like
You
a
gotta
whole.
love that.
Yeah.
His whole family was all messed up. Anyway, he was always dealing with family issues. He
What,
didn't, you know-
Plastic Man was?
No, Reed Richards.
Oh, Reed Richards. Well, okay. But Plastic Man just lived on his own or had a dog or something, right?
And he was like a
right.
showman kind of thing too. Like he
Exactly.
was with his glasses. He was all about like the
He had the
fame of it.
Right. He was in for the fame.
Do you think that ever makes it to a movie? He is ever in
Plastic
anything like
Man,
that?
God, I would love so.
Listen, we had Elongated Man on the TV show The Flash until he started putting out racist tweets. Well, I guess they uncovered some racist tweets by
Oh,
the actor
I didn't know that.
from the past. Yeah, racist and sexist and
Oh, there he is.
which is
Flash
a bummer
series.
because that guy was he was
So the proverbial "I'm rubber, you're glue" didn't work out for him. is
did
what you're
not
saying.
work out for Elongated
No,
Man.
the real
right.
phrase is "I'm rubber, you're glue." I posted some stuff that makes me a real piece of poo. There you go. That's what happened.
That's right. Exactly.
I'm looking at some of those tweets now. These are bad. These were
They are
bad.
bad.
These are not good.
Yeah. Don't come back to the show, elongated man. All right. Dunaway, do you have any final thoughts or feelings about how this has gone for you today? How do you feel?
I'm planning on streaming tonight, but know what? I do. I have tomorrow night. I am streaming my final, hopefully, confrontation with Ganon on the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Oh, look. Oh, that's right. You've been streaming a whole series of those. That's cool.
Yeah, Michael, aka Dice Tomato,
Mhm.
has been helping me near the end here, and has made it all the difference. And we are predicting that I will be able to complete it tomorrow.
That's awesome. Are you so more streaming lately? People should be checking that out. Brian and I are also planning. Dunaway and I are going to plan on playing Deep Rock Galactic after we do the Boop Show next Monday. So all that blabbing I've done about that game, you can finally watch us play some of that, and
We're gonna kill it.
yeah, we're gonna mine some things. We're gonna kill some spiders, and we're gonna enjoy each other's company. So check that out. Also, this weekend we'll be doing Film Sack. I don't remember our movie already.
It is Twister.
Oh,
and
Twister.
You guys see that Twister 2 is trending on the Twitter.
Is that as a sequel? Wait, there was no sequel, was there?
I think that they're talking about a sequel, right?
They're
Is that the
talking
deal?
about a sequel, even though
Oh.
two very important actors who would not be able to reprise their role. Twister, of course, the Tornadoes would reprise their role. They're still there.
Well,
But
hold on. There in
others not.
IMDb has a listing for Twister 2. The Terror Continues, but this is not it. This is something else.
that's
Okay.
got to be
Terror
sci-fi.
continues.
It looks like it's one of those like
Sharknado kind of things.
yeah, and probably came out 96, so it came out right around the same
Right.
time to sort of
I
capitalize on it.
suspect it's trending because people were thinking about a sequel because Netflix recently put Twister 1. I think it's the first time it's been really widely available.
yeah,
right?
it's been
on
hard to
streaming
get
services?
up till now for some reason.
Yeah.
Don't know why. It seems dumb that we had to wait this long for Twister to be available, but anyway, it's been on our list forever, so we're going to finally get to that thing and watch it, and it's going to be great. So tune in this weekend, filmsack.com, for more. Brian Dunaway, have a
Highlight of my day.
oh, all right, liar.
Highlight of
He's
my day.
lying. He's lying. He doesn't really like being here. He tells me he hates it off air. All right, that's it for that.
Wow.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's time for Tom's Tech Time. Oh, before we do that, what's going on with Coverville today? May as well mention that.
Coverville. So last week I didn't do a show because I was buried in poop. I've unburied myself from the poop.
Yeah.
And we'll be doing the show I promised last week, which is a John Fogerty and Creedence Clearwater Revival episode to celebrate John Fogerty's 75th birthday last week.
Nice.
Or a couple weeks ago. And so Who'll Stop the Rain? Have you ever felt the rain? Proud Mary, Centerfield.
Yep. Put me in, coach.
Stuff
I'm
like
ready.
that.
Yeah. Do they think the coach will finally put him in? You think he's really ready to
Coach
play?
will hopefully finally put him in.
Okay.
I
Good.
think I said, have you ever felt the rain? Have you ever seen the rain?
Have you
Come
seen
on,
the rain?
don't-
Not ever felt the rain. Yeah. He's
Have
felt
you ever
it.
seen the rain? I want to know.
I like Fogerty a lot, so I'm looking forward to this episode as much as the next guy.
It'll be fun.
All right. Speaking of fun, let's take a break. Let's play a song. We'll be back in a minute. What do you have?
Yeah, let's go to Madrid.
These
three elements will fuel the device, and with it I shall bring the world to its knees.
This is the info we've been waiting for.
Is it just me, or does the jungle make you really, really horny?
All right, I don't know what that means, but hey, Fletcher, we'll take it, buddy. We'll take it.
Absolutely.
That was
once
great.
again, that is the band Hinds, Hinds, from their brand new album, The Prettiest Curse. The whole album is fantastic, by the way. That song is called Riding Solo.
I liked it a great deal. It reminded me of like the Waitresses or somebody like that, you know?
Very kind of deadpan vocal delivery, and there's just something about a melody like that after the first minute, you can pretty much hum along with the rest of the song and not miss.
Totally. That was very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Good pick, as always. We do good music here on the show. It's because Brian knows how to get it, man. He just knows how.
Well, thanks.
Now, time for this.
With the computer, as with any tool, the concept and direction must come from the man.
That man is Tom Merritt. He's somebody I spent a good deal of time yesterday with, making something very cool for people. I can't wait for them to hear it. It's going to be rad. But he's also the tech maven of the internet and the host of the Daily Tech News Show, which happens every day at 2:30 Mountain Time. Tom, welcome to the show. How are you?
Well, thank you. It's great to be here with both of you today.
Oh, well, the honor is ours, honestly. I mean...
No. Let's do the whole segment denying that the honor is ours.
We know that you could have flown with any other airline, but you chose us. So we appreciate it.
That's right.
Hey,
you now have a choice when traveling to space.
Yeah. Oh, is that true? Because I'd sure like
SpaceX or Russia, I guess. But, choices are getting bigger.
What happened to Virgin? I thought they were going to be a big deal.
They're doing some stuff. Boeing's doing some stuff. Blue Origin's doing some stuff. There could be a lot of choices.
Is Blue Origin the Bezos backed one?
That's right.
Okay.
That's Mr. Bezos.
That's where I can go to space in 3 days or less, or I got to pay monthly, yearly.
Yeah, except when critical infrastructure is needed. Yeah.
All right. Well, when they get there,
but it will be part of your Prime subscription.
Oh, good. Fine. That's fantastic. Hey, it's good to have you here. As always, we talk about tech on Wednesdays, and we do it all ahead of the Daily Tech News Show later, which I am also on today, which I love being on. What is going on today? What's happening?
Lots of stuff going on today, but I wanted to get your opinion, both of you, on a new app launched on iOS called Whatify. It's all spelled... I get the new trend is to just mash up a bunch of words into one word without intercaps. So Whatify is an interactive storytelling app that lets you watch the interactive stories with up to 9 other people. So friends and family is the idea. And then you all collaborate to decide what happens next. So it's like Bandersnatch, it's like choose your own adventure kind of thing. Okay. But here's the twist. Everybody has to be unanimous.
Oh,
we have to all agree on the choose your adventure.
Yeah, it's not like you vote and 6 people said this, so that's what's going to happen. You have to all come to a consensus about what should happen next. So there's a chat room involved, and I guess that's why they limit it to 10 people max, because that could get real unwieldy. But yeah, you need to 12 Angry Men this thing. And every time it hits a decision point.
This is the kind of thing where I thought, how quickly will Brian Ibbett get this? And the answer is faster than any of the rest of us, because it sounds like your jam, dude. This sounds like something you would totally mess with.
This sounds pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like Quibi without the Quibi without the garbage.
Quibi. Yeah, quick bite. So Quibi. Yeah.
Quibi.
No, a lot of the reviews of this, and that's the pitch the company is making, is saying, hey, compare us to Quibi. We don't have Jeffrey Katzenberg's name. We don't have all the big Hollywood stars, but we have something people might want to do, which we think is a competitive advantage.
That's great. I love that take.
I'm in. I'm downloading it right now, and
so am I. I'm going to try this out.
So I think the three of us should start this little.
Because this is a thing that, and this is why I think the twist makes sense, is you can do it with any 9 people, right? But the idea isn't to be paired up with random folks on the internet, because that probably would lead to less fun.
Yeah.
You want to be with people who want to do this together. And so they're not, the idea isn't like, let's get 9 people who all want to undermine each other. It's more like, let's all figure out what should happen next. And I imagine there might be some hard feelings here and there if somebody really wants something to happen and they go, but you can always do it again. What they're finding in the beta tests that they did of this is people generally go through a story about 4 times.
Yeah.
Wow,
Because
see all
there
the
are,
different
a dozen or so endings. There's only 2 movies up right now. One is called Anatomy of a Decision, which follows a person from conception to farther down in their life. I don't think it goes all the way to their death, but it's more of a drama. And then there's As Dead as It Gets, which is what you would expect, kind of a supernatural thriller thing. And they're going to have more releases planned later this summer. They've opened up for pitches from filmmakers who want to give them stories. So
I'm interested.
Anatomy of a Decision starts with conception.
Yeah.
What's this app rated?
I'm glad you asked. I don't know what the app is rated, but it's in a fertility clinic.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. It's rated A for Apple let it in the store, so it must be not too bad.
Exactly. Right.
So this is really interesting. I don't quite know what to make of this until I try it. So I'm gonna try it later. I'm really curious about it. I mean, the Quibi thing
There's something about this that just sets my spidey sense tingling, not because of the fertility clinic, but just because it feels like, oh yeah, there's a lot of attempts to do interactive storytelling that don't get everybody excited. There's a lot of attempts to do collaborative viewing of things that don't get people excited. This feels like it might have found the magic sauce of combining those, right? Mm-hmm. Like there's a certain number of people who want to do collaborative viewing and have done collaborative viewing before there were better tools, and now that there are better tools, they're doing it. And there's people who are doing it in lockdown because it's something to divert your attention. I just don't get the sense that people are going to keep doing Netflix Watch Party for a long time. Right. I don't think it's going to become massively popular. It's always going to remain niche. Maybe this will be niche too, but it feels like a bigger niche that people might have a lot of fun doing this, because you're not just sitting and watching and chatting about something, you're actively participating with each other.
Yeah, I think that interaction pivot point is big for this, or it could be. Obviously we have to see. But the thing I think is actually going to take on more traction, and I think that Amazon is obviously in a better position to do this, and they've already started doing it in beta. Not really beta, but they've let some creators on the Twitch platform do it. But watch parties on Twitch with Prime content is a way more fun version of what they're trying to do with watch parties on Netflix, because what you're doing is you're saying, all right, popular streamer, get up there, fire up a movie. Let's watch Die Hard, for example, because it's on Prime. And then anybody who also has Prime can go into your Twitch channel and watch it in real time with you and follow you as the streamer and kind of have all that interaction that you have with the whole streaming culture. Like that, to me, always felt like a potentially more interesting or compelling version of what Netflix is trying to do with watch parties. So I just think adding in interactivity of some kind more than just chatting is a big deal. So whether it's like 4 hosts of Film Sack doing commentary over a live film while other people watch us do it, like that's a really interesting thing to me. I'm obviously coming from the biased position as a creator, but
sure.
But I think people would want to get in on that and that sort of thing. And this is obviously a lot more just like, hey, everybody get in here. We're all doing this together. And
I think there is something more to watching someone you like talk through a movie and being part of that,
right?
Because that's a performance. That's the same reason you watch any kind of show, right? Is I want to see the person I enjoy watching talking about the thing. Whereas this is more like, let's get together with friends, let's get together with family, and let's do something together. Now, where it doesn't compete with Quibi is you have to all be doing this at the same time. This isn't I need to kill a few minutes because I'm waiting for something,
right.
Which is what Quibi is based on. So it may or may not really be a competitor to Quibi, but the fact that it's mobile storytelling and a different way of doing things, I think is why they're making that pitch.
Yeah, I'm probably not done hearing about weird little ideas like this coming up. Seems like a hot little moment for this sort of stuff. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Great. This and more talked about later today on the Daily Tech News Show, as I mentioned before. That's 2:30 Mountain Time. Tom, any other things you want to mention before we go today?
Yeah, I can't wait to mention the thing you were talking about earlier, the not so secret project, Cranky, that we've been working on. But it's not quite time for that. So I'll talk about a project I'm doing with Patrick Beja called Work in Sanity. If you are working from home and you would like to hear some other folks talk about their experiences working from home to get some ideas, some tips, some ways to make it work better for you, that's what Work Insanity is about. Patrick and I, every week. This week, we're talking about the importance of taking breaks. And Patrick declared French superiority in break taking. And you can hear that and reasons why that is important and the cultural advantages the French have at workinsanity.net.
Nice. Go check it out. Tom Merritt, everybody. Ace Detect. We'll see you a little bit later. Bye now.
See you, Tom.
All right.
It is really, really time to take a break.
Really, really.
And have a baguette.
Yeah. He had a cool, he's got like a pink freaking club light on now in the back of his little studio. Patrick does.
Really?
We were on the instance yesterday and he's got it all set up different now. And he's got this weird pink strobe light behind him. I'm like, Patrick, what are you doing? You going to go full like, I don't know. You going to give us like a daily ASMR freaking cosplay stream or what are you going to do there, bud?
That'll be great.
Yeah. In French, please. That'd be cool.
Yes, just whispering.
Yes.
French words.
I whispered.
Meringue.
Wee wee poo poo. All right. We love Patrick.
French fries.
We kid, of course. We kid.
Of course we do, yes.
What's Nicole's name? There it is. I couldn't think of what she's listed under here, so I found it.
Is she a tiger?
Is she a tiger? What the heck? All right, here's this. Hey, you guys, check it out. It's Nicole Spag from Colorado, her own self. Hello, Nicole. How are you? Ooh.
Am I a tiger?
You're like Chitara. Chitara?
Chitara, yes.
Yeah.
I'm a little flushed. I did my first Peloton ride this morning.
Oh, how'd that go?
That's cool. You got a Peloton, huh?
Well, we've had one forever. Mark has been using it, and he's been encouraging me. And I'm like, I don't want to.
And you had to like talk to a person on the other side, right? Isn't that the deal?
No. You can just do recorded.
Okay.
They record all of their rides, so you can. I'm not ready for a live class. There's no way.
But they do offer those, right? That's a thing. I didn't just miss.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You go into the thing and it says such and such ride is happening in 20 minutes. Do you want to check in? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't want to check in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll be treadmilling later, and my video will not be a person telling me to do better. It will be probably cartoons.
I mean, they don't necessarily do that. They just. Different instructors motivate differently. Like, we're all different, right? So some people need to be like, work your butt off. Come on, you can do it. Other people are a little bit more gentle. Like, you got this.
Yeah.
Just
exactly.
more time. I love
you can
that
do it. It's okay.
What do you prefer, Nicole?
I know you're tired. You're practically falling off your seat.
I think I like maybe the drill sergeant one because
Oh, all right.
I need to be like,
slapped around a little bit.
Let's go. Do it. I'm like, fine.
Sure. No, hey, look, sometime if that, I don't know what I would prefer. I'd probably prefer, I like the yoga-like approach, like the kind of, okay, we're going to
very
ease
zen
in. Yeah.
kind of thing,
Yeah. If you give me, leeway, I'm going to take it.
By the way, I haven't done this yet today. I just wanted to compliment Brian on his rad shirt he's wearing today. So,
thank you.
Yeah, it's just, you can't see him. That's right. It's
I see it.
A Deadpool Hawaiian shirt.
It's very nice. It's very nice. I like it a lot.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, let's do.
I'm a little flushed.
That's fine. Flushed or not, we're glad to have you here, and we're going to do recommendals, stuff we see on streaming services. Brian's got two, and it's a good thing he does because I'll just tell you right now, I watched a lot of original, like old school 1940s, 1950s Looney Tunes over and over and over, like all in a row. They have all of them up on HBO Max, and not only that, they're the really good transferred ones they put on Blu-ray a few years ago. So they all look amazing. They're not all crusty and crappy like the stuff you find in bargain bins. So all the old Bugs Bunny and, I found one where Porky Pig had a dad. There was a dad Porky Pig, and it weirded me out. I didn't like it.
That is weird.
Does he have a name?
I don't remember, but it was
Daddy
like
Pig?
he did the same thing where he'd go
Big boned pig. Big boned pig.
But there was like
Chubby pig.
a competition. There There was a competition between Porky and his dad about whose cow could produce more milk or something. It was weird. But anyway, I'm watching all these old things, and that is all I've had time for. So I'm not even going to play clips today. Scott watched a lot of cartoons. It was a great escape. I recommend it. If you have HBO Max, go check out their old collection of all the old Looney Tunes stuff. Also, quick correction. There seems to be a rumor floating around, including Dunaway, who had to correct on this. There was some talk that, oh my gosh, did you hear HBO Max removed all the guns from all the old Looney Tunes? So Yosemite Sam doesn't have guns anymore, and neither does Elmer Fudd.
Hunt. Yeah.
And I quickly, I just want to clear the air. That is not what they did. All those are still there. Duck season, Wabbit season, all that stuff's
All
in.
that racist stuff is
All
still
the
there.
old racist stuff is in. All of it's there. They have disclaimers on some of it saying, hey, this was stuff of its time or whatever. But all the gun stuff is still in the old ones. They're talking about the new original series of Looney Tunes they're making now.
Oh.
And the brand new series does not have those two characters using firearms. That is what they're talking about. So
Elmer Fudd switches to Dirty Bombs in the new
exactly
the new series. Yes.
So there was no retroactive like Spielberg taking guns out of the hands of people and putting walkie-talkies in them in E.T. It didn't happen that way here. So just putting it out there. Okay. Brian, let's go with your clips to begin here. You have 2 of them. Let's start with number 1. What do you
Clip
have here?
number 1 is a series that premiered at the beginning of May of this year, and I enjoyed it greatly.
All right, here's your clip.
Do you want to have sex? Look, I've just had a big dinner and it's 1 a.m. Do you still enjoy having sex with me? Absolutely, yes. As much as you used to? Yes. Wow. I've seen the film before, so I'm not on the edge of my seat, but it's still my favourite film of all time. You don't have kids? We have actually been trying for kids for a while now. With your complications, conceiving is very unlikely. So what do we do now? A small piece of us dies and we just carry on with whatever's left. All right. Well, as long as we've got a plan. I think I'm ready to talk about adopting.
You've got to be careful with adoption. Mel from the club got a rescue dog. Shat everywhere.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information.
What is this? This sounds wonderful.
It's really cute. And boy, do they overuse in that trailer, overuse the whole, here's a bunch of music and a bunch of music and I'm going to stop.
Yep.
And then there's a quiet part and they're going to say a word. And then here's a bunch of music, here's a bunch of Anyway.
I don't like...
Called,
Go ahead, sorry.
The TV show is called Trying. It is a British comedy series that is an Apple TV Plus original. So if you've bought an iPad, a phone, a computer, you've got a free year of Apple TV Plus. Use it. If not, it's a good service because there's some great stuff on there. There's For All Mankind is a great series. We just started watching Defending Jacob, which is really good. And this series Trying is excellent.
It's also cheap. It's like what, $4 a month or something?
It is super cheap. Yeah. Compared to all the other streaming services, it's a pretty cheap one. And there is a lot of great content on there. Notice I didn't mention TMS. But basically the series follows a couple named Nikki and Jason who have decided they want to adopt. And it's the whole process of them going through the filling out forms, the application process, interviewing their friends to see if they'd be good parents, going in front of a board. And it's really, really funny, heartwarming. And this couple has such great chemistry that you almost believe it is, that they're a real couple.
Isn't there an animated show on Apple TV Plus? Not to take away from the
There
thing you're
is
recommending.
Central Park, and it's by the Bob's Burger.
Yeah. Have you seen any of that?
Have not seen any of that yet. It doesn't. It's not getting stellar reviews, but it's
okay. I'm interested in that. I want to see what that's about. I like that style. I like their style of animation. They're cool.
The woman in this, her name is Esther Smith, and she's been an Uncle Cuckoo, and
Cuckoo.
Trying. But she also originated the role of Delphi Diggory in the play Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. So.
Oh, very nice. I watched that Cuckoo thing. That was a good show too. I that was all right.
Is that the one with Andy Samberg?
Yeah, but he's only in it for the first season. Even
right?
though his character's name is Cuckoo, and the whole series is a British comedy, but it's based around him meeting the daughter of this family, and then he's gone after that. But then the next season, the kid who played the werewolf in the Edward freaking vampire movies.
The Twilight.
Yeah,
series?
that guy is in it, and my gosh, he's funny in it. Like I should be
Really?
basically.
Okay.
Here's my recommendal. I think Cuckoo is really funny, and I don't know why it is. It's something about it. There's a there's a vibe in there that's good, and it's weird that Sandberg's in there. It's weird he's in it, but it's good.
My mom has been pushing us to watch that for some time, and it's been sitting on our list, and we haven't done it. So maybe after we finish Defending Jacob, when we're ready for some light stuff, then we'll go to that.
Definitely light. Sorry, I didn't mean to take away from your recommendation.
No, that's right. So anyway, that is Trying. It's a an 8-episode TV series on Apple TV Plus. Again, half-an-hour episodes, 8 of them. Yeah, you'd be done. You watch an evening, and you'll be like, "That was the greatest evening I've ever spent watching TV in the last month."
Oh, very nice. It seems
Very
delightful. Cute. Just hearing the Britishness of it is you've sold me already. So
It's so cute and fun and sweet. So
nice.
That's good. All right, let's move on to my second recommendal.
All right, I will play your clip. Are you ready? Here you go.
Yeah.
Mom and I, we never wanted to see snow again. So we lived in Florida. Tiny place, but it was comfortable and we were happy. I was 20 when she died. And back then, I saw, when someone was gonna die, I saw flies. Black flies, death flies, I called them, circling people's faces. And in those last weeks, she was covered. Her whole face. I could barely see her eyes. And I tried to comfort her, but I could hardly look at her. And she saw that.
Maybe something warm to push away such unpleasantries.
Don't you want to hear about it? She was your wife.
I think you've mistaken me for someone else. I'm just a bartender.
Oh, yeah. Just Lloyd the bartender, pouring joy at the Overlook Hotel.
I'll pour whatever you like, Mr. Torrance.
It's that role you almost got when you were a kid.
It is, yes. We go from
Yeah.
It is Dr. Sleep. We go from the lightheartedness of Trying to Dr. Sleep.
Yeah, no kidding.
Where's this streaming? I've been wanting to see this.
Me too.
This is I think we paid $2.99. It's a special this week. It's a cheap rental special this week. So $2.99 or $3.99. And Tina and I spent our anniversary, our 20th anniversary on Saturday. First we watched Emma. the light, sweet, sleep-inducing Jane Austen movie, followed by Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep. Wow.
But yeah, this is the continuation of the story of The Shining. Jack Torrance's kid Danny, the role that I almost had as a kid.
Yep.
And what happens to him later on. Now, it is not as scary as The Shining. It's more of a thriller, and it's a really good thriller. Like, I think it was, I found it to be really, really well written and certainly well presented.
More creepy, right? Like a I don't know, psychologically creepy,
and almost like a Professor Xavier's School for Mutants kind of thing, where Danny has the Shining. This woman named Rose that I think was mentioned in that. Oh, maybe she wasn't mentioned in that clip. But this woman named Rose has the Shining, like has these powers, and they're kind of finding other people who have these powers to kind of fight the demons.
Interesting. And there's he did actually write a book called this, right?
It is based on the book.
Okay.
I don't know how closely it follows the book, but in 2013. Stephen King released the book, and then this came out last year.
I never saw it or never read it, and I've read every Stephen King book. How I missed this is still weird to me in my head.
You've read every. I haven't even read every.
I've read everything he's done.
Many of them.
Oh, except Rose Matter. I never read Rose Matter, but I've read everything else.
That's a great one. I've read that one.
Yeah. Oh, do you like it? Okay. I've always heard mixed things, but
I loved it.
I should try it. So okay, let me ask you this, because he did not sound like Ewan McGregor there at all until he started talking about the content. I went, oh, who is that? That voice is weird and familiar. But
yeah, Ewan McGregor doing his American accent.
He's great. He's great.
He does a great job with it. And if I played Danny Torrance in The Shining like I was meant to, then I would have felt proud to have Ewan McGregor take on that role from me.
Well, if you would have had a killer career, though, unlike the kid who played Danny Torrance, you may have played adult Danny Torrance. Why not?
Who knows? I might have.
Because you're the same age. You're roughly the same age as McGregor.
As
so
Ewan McGregor. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, could have been you. Could have been you, Brian. Could have been you.
Could have been.
That's great, though. I'm stoked to see it, and I'm glad you liked it, because I didn't know what to think. No one, the reviews were strong, and people seemed to.
Tina was afraid to see this in theaters, and after watching it, she's like, "Okay, this isn't as jump scary as I was expecting it to be, and she really enjoyed it. And great callbacks to the first film. Obviously, you heard that scene take place in the Overlook.
Is that weird lady in the tub? Is that in there?
She's in there. Yeah. You see her in the. I think it's probably not a big shocker to say you'll see her like in the first 5 minutes of the film. So.
Yeah, the lady in the tub is weird.
Lady in the tub is weird, and it's not the attractive version of the lady in the tub either. I'm just saying.
Darn it!
I just
Okay.
say it's yeah.
Yeah, a little the more aged version.
Gravity,
of the lady in the tub.
gravity in
Oh,
gravity version.
all right, great. That sounds good. All right, awesome. Great recommendals. Nicole, it's all you now. What do you got? What'd you bring?
Oh, I have one. Brian and I
Wait. Before you say anything, I got to play something for you.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh.
I almost forgot. Somebody recorded a funny sound you made, and I want to play it for you. Okay?
Okay.
So this is, apparently you just made this noise last week, and they sent me this file. So enjoy. It's really short. It's like less than a second. There. That's it.
My weird.
It's your weird little laugh.
I think you need to send that to Mark to use as his text tone anytime he gets a message from Nicole.
Yeah.
So in the movie Great Outdoors, there's a scene with Annette Bening, and she's laughing at Dan Aykroyd, and she does that same laugh.
Oh, really? I should watch that. Oh, I forgot that was Annette Bening in that movie. Great Outdoors, dude.
She's the wife.
Yeah, that means that Annette Bening was the only person to laugh at that movie.
Yeah. Very nice. Well done.
What's up, April?
She was the only one. All this time later. Oh, look, it's the little one.
Aw.
She's so
Hey, Ava, how you doing?
She's
Say
so
hi.
cute.
Can you wave?
She's so
She can.
cute.
See it?
Hi,
Can't see
Ava.
it. Oh, great. Well done. We made her cry.
Hey, here's my clip. It's very fitting.
Okay. I'll play your clip, your fitting clip. Here it is. Check it out.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. This is the moment where I find out if you live up to that mind-blowing sex.
Imagine me and you and me, so happy together. It's perfect. Daddy, Mommy!
You guys happy?
No, don't be daft.
How can we be late again?
Bloody hell. Well, who is happy with 2 kids under 7?
I need a poo.
Everyone shouts at that kids. It's different, Dad. Believe me. Oh, Mother, be reasonable, you prick!
Okay, I recognize the voice of who am I hearing there? That's oh shoot. Arthur
Martin
Dent.
Freeman.
Martin Freeman. Yeah, that's Martin Freeman. What is this?
This was the show that people thought Brian was recommending initially in the chat room. This is on FX, Hulu on FX. It's called Breeders.
That's funny. It sounds like a continuation of
It is totally the continuation.
like what
of
happens after the
Trying.
trying couple adopts a kid.
Weird. That's weird.
So
it's got that woman from the Matt LeBlanc show episodes.
Oh, I like her.
Who makes the faces? The woman who makes the faces.
Yeah, the British one. That's the writer, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
she's great.
She is great.
All right. I've been wanting to see this anyway.
Daisy Haggard.
That sounds
Probably.
right. Yeah. it
Well,
sounds
she makes me think of who's the other British woman that's in everything? Nanny McPhee.
Oh,
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, is this her daughter?
Nicole and I share a love for Nanny McPhee. We've talked
I
about this
do like
before. I like that movie a lot.
Never seen it.
It's great.
Fun.
It's a fun little British romp, and it might be my favorite thing that what's his sexy face did ever. I don't even know.
So
Yeah,
Breeders.
Daisy Haggard has the best expressions in
In all of Hollywood.
in all of Hollywood. Yes, agreed.
I like and don't like this show because it's a little too on the nose for me at times. The first episode is all about trying to get the kids to sleep. I will say it made me feel a little better about my situation because my kids definitely don't have that much trouble getting to sleep. But yeah, it's and then the next episode is about whether or not the kids are gifted. Should we put them in a different school and reach their potential? And are we doing the right thing? And there's all these second guess everything that you do and how you're raising them. I will say this role is perfect for Martin Freeman because I've heard stories that he's just not a pleasant person.
Oh, really? I haven't heard that.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Wow.
that makes me sad. I thought he was all right, that guy.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't heard those
I haven't
stories?
heard that.
No, you feel like if there's anybody you could trust to be a good guy in Hollywood, it'd be
I
Martin
read
Freeman.
an article about, I think it was Entertainment Weekly, and he's over it.
Really?
So,
Okay.
but
All right.
it feels like this is more along the lines of his true personality in this show.
Yeah.
But
What was
yeah,
that zombie thing he did last year on Netflix? I really liked that. I forgot what it was called. Yeah, it was him and his kid and his wife. And it's not a spoiler to say the wife gets sick very early and passes away from the zombie disease. And then
serious thing or comedy thing?
It's a serious thing, totally serious. I forgot what it was called, but I really was impressed with it. I don't want people not to like him. That makes me sad.
Well, I mean, yeah. I'll see if I can find the article and send it to you.
Yeah, I'd be curious.
I just think I don't know if he's necessarily outright mean. I just think he's over the whole celebrity thing.
Oh, well, that I can understand.
Baggins and
yeah, I can understand that. Like I don't know how Hollywood people even freaking do it. Like I'd be Harrison Ford's left side of his face. I'd be grumpy all the time. Brian knows what I'm talking about with that weird.
Yes.
I saw the faces that you posted.
Yeah, it's very weird. Just put your finger up there and you go, angry, happy, angry, happy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I like her.
Exactly.
I really like her too.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
fun show. So if you watch Trying and then watch Breeders.
Awesome.
Very
Well,
British.
is there? Boy, they do sound similar in some ways, but it sounds like Brian's a little more lighthearted, and this one's a little more like.
No, this one's it's lighthearted.
Is
but
it?
Like I said, if you're in the throes of young children right now, it might feel a little much.
Did you notice?
I do
Brian,
like that the trailer also features
Yes.
the play a little music, then stop.
That's what I was gonna say. I think it's a trend right now. I think they need to stop this. It's bad.
I feel like I could make trailers if that's all that it takes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Well, I'm very excited to see both of these things. I like British things. My wife loves British things, so she's all for this.
Brian, we synced up on this one.
Yeah,
we
well
really
done.
did. Yeah. It's almost like the before and after.
I like it a lot. What would be the third thing? What would be so you got the first act, middle act. What would be a third British thing that would be the end of this story?
Like the kids
like the
old,
old.
Yeah, moving out or something like that.
Yeah, it'd have
or,
to be that. It'd have to be some ancient
empty nesting or college. Is there
Yeah.
some British thing where the kids go to college? Because it has to stay in the British.
Right. And it has to have a trailer where they go deedle and pause and then say something.
Yeah.
And then deedle. All
Hey,
right.
I got a question for both of you guys.
Go
There was
ahead.
something came up in the tadpole, and it was a little one of those meme things. And it was like, what is the one movie that you absolutely have to stop what you're doing if you're flipping through the channels and it's on, and you just watch it no matter at what point it is?
Mad Max
it's on?
Fury Road.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
When is that ever just on?
Anytime I need it to be. Just on.
No, I'm talking about.
I know.
what I'm
When
talking
does that
about.
ever happen to us anymore? Like if we're, I never have time to scrub through channels because I've got too much stuff I need to binge.
Okay. You know what? I got one.
Pluto,
I got one
Pluto
for
TV.
you. I got one for you. For me, it's because Brian's right. It's changed how we do this. So
Yeah.
it's more like what thing is just on my screen that I just say, oh, play that again. And it's for us in this house, it's Bob's Burgers all the time. We love that show. Just
I'm
on
talking about
all
a
the
movie.
time.
Like,
Oh,
Armageddon
movie.
would be mine. Like if I see Armageddon on
Really?
or Fifth Element. Those are movies that it's like if I see that.
but I
on-
understand. I don't know about.
No, Brian, these
Armageddon.
are total. I understand completely. These are ones I would watch also if they were on. So I totally agree with those picks. Die Hard,
matter
I would watch.
what-
I would watch Die Hard anytime that it was on.
Yeah.
I'd
No
watch.
matter
So if
what
you ever
point of the
go
movie it's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
If you go into Pluto TV, they have a number of channels that are just running movies
Mhm.
just constantly. And there's been a few times they've played Love Potion #9, the old Sandra Bullock movie. I don't know what it
Yes.
is about this movie. It is the one movie I will stop everything I'm doing. I don't care where it is in the movie. I will watch it from the rest on.
Wow,
That's funny.
That's
a funny
fantastic.
choice too. Yeah.
I know it's so random, but I love that movie.
I watch.
That's my guilty pleasure
Sure.
stop everything movie.
Kim watches a lot of cooking stuff on Pluto because there's lots of cooking shows and stuff.
Oh
on
yeah,
there.
Pluto's great.
Yeah, Pluto's pretty
Yeah,
rad.
you got-
It's pretty neat.
I love it.
I mean, it's
Pluto TV,
basically Pluto TV is like that dream we all had a while ago, which was, hey, can I just get TV on the internet? That would be cool.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is. I mean, there's some limitations, but it's
They have
pretty great.
Nickelodeon channels on there now.
Yeah.
Like just old, like SpongeBob just running.
Yeah, they just run
All the
stuff,
time.
and it's one of Dunaway's favorite things in the world because they have like these cheesy action movie channels where it's just like nonstop, ridiculous, stupid action movies.
Last Action Hero, I think, was on the other day.
Yeah, it's great.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
I
Lots of
will
movie
join your recommendation and say yes to Pluto.tv.
Pluto TV.
All right, Nicole, you're going to put these up on Twitter. If you follow her at Nicole Spag, she will let you know what we watched. I'll retweet it on the official morning stream account. So you won't be able to miss it, and you'll be able to watch these things yourselves. Again, my stuff's just cartoons on.
Scott
Max.
just recommended cartoons.
I had
What,
nothing
on
else. I had
on
no
HBO
time.
Max?
The last 7 days was like so busy. I had no time for anything except for this in the background kind of thing, and that was what I chose. So
All right.
check it out. And it was nice. It was a nice. I mean, it reminds me of being a kid. I'm kind of getting in the mood for Next Generation again. I may watch Star Trek again. I'm in the mood for comfort food right now on TV. So.
Yeah, something you're familiar with, sure.
Yeah, so I might do a bit of that. We'll see. Nicole Spag, everybody. Take it easy.
Everybody.
Always good to
See you,
see you.
Nicole.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Did we make her daughter mad because she was on camera? Is that what happened there? Was she?
I don't know what the deal was. It's kids. Who knows?
Because she was
right?
all
I mean,
smiling. She's like this, and then she says, "I don't want to be on camera." And she
Right,
ran the other
exactly.
way.
That's typical. That's
ad-
kids.
Adorable. All right.
Yes.
Easy for us to say. We don't have to deal with it right now.
How cute.
Yeah. How adorable. All right.
That's what you. How cute.
Hey, we have an end of show shout out. We'd like to give you guys a platform for some of the cool projects you're working on here on the show. Feel free to keep sending those in. If I miss one, feel free to poke me again. I try to get all the email, but sometimes they slip through. But here's one from Jen. Wrote in, says, "Hey, Scott and Brian, I was wondering if you could give my husband's podcast a shout out. It's a show called The Four Corners of Yeg, which is Y-E-G all in caps. So maybe it's Y-E-G, not Yeg. Anyway, the Ass Hattery of the Edmonton Adventure Group. It's a D&D podcast that him and his friends are doing. They're new to podcasting, but they're giving it a go with their weekly game. I think it's available on all podcasting forums. Thank you. Love the show." Jen. Well, absolutely. I'd be happy to do that. So go look for the D&D podcast called The Four Corners of Yeg, Y-E-G, and check it out. They're playing D&D.
Cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's pretty awesome. If you want to send in your own cool things you're working on, you got a show you do, you got some art you do, whatever, you want to point people to an address, we'd love to talk about it on the show during these trying times. Brian, you got anything else? What else you got? You got anything?
Hi, Coverville coming up 1 p.m. Mountain Time, twitch.tv/Coverville, as I mentioned, and then that's it. That's it for me today.
Same's for me. Although I guess there's Core tonight, so Core at 7. I'm on DTNS in the afternoon, right after Brian finishes up Coverville, and then there's one other thing I was going to do, and I don't remember what it is, so I'll tell you later on Twitter or something. Speaking of which, find Brian at Coverville, find me at Scott Johnson, find the show at Morning Stream. There's no "the" in our Twitter account, so Morning Stream is what you're looking for. If you'd like to support the show and get a bonus weekly episode plus a bunch of other benefits, head on over to patreon.com/TMS. We take all takers over there. You're like, man, I want all that stuff you say at the top and bottom of the show that isn't normally on the feed. Good news, It goes up every day. A big, fat, ad-free version of the show right there. Boom, bam, split right there in the middle of your Patreon. And all you got to do is listen to it.
We are unfiltered. We are uncensored. We are...
well, except for that F-bomb in that song. I'm going to bleep that out. But other than that...
Yeah.
Other than
well,
that.
I mean on the stuff you get on the Patreon feed.
Yeah, that's true. And PM is even a little saucy.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, check it out. That's patreon.com/TMS. Details at frogpants.com/TMS, plus everything else you're going to need. Okay, let's get out of here. We need a song to do that, though.
Tyler, a.k.a. Tyros X7 in chat says, June 8th, a couple days ago, is my wife Anna, gamer girl Anna, and my anniversary. We are celebrating 19 years this year. We've been spending a lot more time together since the Rona, and we have connected even more. I'm so glad I married my